Well, Ilima-Lei, it's been a little while since we've talked to you, we've seen you, we've heard from you. I see you're sporting a brace on your leg. I guess that's what you've been dealing with?
That's what I've been doing. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, I actually just got surgery last week on my knee, and it was just time. It was time to get it fixed, and I'm happy that now I get to focus on recovery and also focus on things that I haven't been able to do training full time, So I'm really happy to be back here, and I'm going to be behind the desk for this card. So again, blessing in disguise,
Yeah. Do you like doing stuff like that?
Yeah. I love commentating, and I love coming to Bellator events on the production side because they're also super spoiled. They're like, oh, whatever I can get you, here it is. Here's your private chauffeur and everything. So yeah, I definitely like coming for production.
I love it. Well, I guess just about the injury, I mean, was that something that you sustained in that last fight? Was it something that you've been dealing with? Can you just kind of walk me through exactly what went up, what's going on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I've always had kind of a bum knee ever since high school was when I got my first surgeries on it. So, bum knee, but learned how to work around it. But this last fight, I did tweak it, and I could feel it. I think I was throwing a kick, but I could just feel something give. And my adrenaline's going. I was still able to push through and finish the fight. But after the fight, I was like, okay, I'll just rest it and rehab it, PT it, and I'll be fine. And in fact, I was actually supposed to fight. I don't even know if I can say this. Can I say this? That I was supposed to? Okay. So I was actually supposed to fight against Conn a few weeks ago. And I had signed the bout agreement. I was in camp. I was feeling good. And my knee just started deteriorating very rapidly. So that's when I knew that it was time for me to go get an MRI, which I had been avoiding because I didn't want to face the music. I didn't want to know the truth. So, but I'm glad I did. Again, it is just time to fix it once and for all and go from there.
And I'm assuming everything went pretty successful?
Yes, everything went great. We did some stem cell in there, which I guess is the holy water and everything. So I'm really excited to see Ilima 2.0. Without a bum knee and see where my career goes from here.
Yeah, and I know you're probably not putting too much pressure on yourself, but what's the timeline for Ilima-Lei 2.0? Did they give you months or weeks or whatever? Yeah.
So the recovery time for this, they said I could probably start training full time in about 3 months or so. So, if we do the math, it's July. Okay, so then if I'm back full training in October-ish, then I feel like I could get a solid camp to fight in December at Bellator Hawaii, but that's only if Hawaii can get their shit together. Because the state itself is, it's crazy. It's an island. Stuff is still closed up. So I really don't know if logistically we could even go, but I'm rooting for it. I'm hoping we can. I hope that everyone here at Bellator wants to go back to Hawaii. So we'll see.
Yeah, and obviously if you were matched up with Conn, you were in a good spot, big contender fight, you'd be right back in the mix. So I guess that's what you're kind of expecting when you come back to face a bigger name like that. And probably, for a long reigning champ like you, one win could get you to that title again, right?
Yeah. And everyone's asking me well, do you want an immediate rematch? And I'm just honestly, I'm good. I think that a tune-up fight would be good, especially after getting surgery and rehabbing it. I would really like a tune-up fight, and I think Conn is still a fight that I really want. We're both coming off of losses, and it was just a fight that was supposed to happen that didn't. So I think that would be a really, really cool fight. And we'll see what happens after that. If the winner of that fight gets another shot at the title or so, then we'll see. But yeah, I would definitely appreciate one tune-up fight at least.
Yeah, and we've talked about your physical recovery a little bit. On the mental side, coming off a loss for the first time in quite a while, you had all those wins in a row, the title defenses. Do you feel like it was something you were able to deal with pretty easily? So we have some theatrics going on in the background, but was that something that you were able to, did it take a little while mentally to get over it? Was it something you kind of came to terms with right away? What were the lessons, so to speak, coming out of that?
It really was something that I did come to terms with pretty easily and right away. In fact, I really couldn't have chosen a better person to pass the torch onto or pass the crown onto. I think Juliana's story is really great, and she, that winning the belt just changed her life, just exactly how it changed mine. And I, as kind of corny or cheesy as this sounds, I really do want people to experience that feeling, like that's why I wasn't upset that I had lost, because it's like now another person's dreams are coming true, and now they get to experience that, what I've been able to experience, you know, these past 4 years or so as the champ. So it really wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad experience. And yeah, I mean, at this point in my career too, this next chapter of my life, do I want the belt back? Of course I'm going to try to fight and get the belt back, but it's no longer like the number one priority. I think the priority for me right now is, again, to get healthy, and to just fight, have really fun fights, do what I love to do, commentate more. I would love to have more commentating jobs, if that's in the cards.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm good with it, and I'm excited to see this freaking matchup, man. Like, I'm such a big fan of both of these ladies, and I think it's gonna be freaking fire. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna be on the desk, so preview for me your breakdown a little bit. You talk about the matchup tomorrow night. What are you expecting as the former champ and top contender?
Yeah. So, dude, it's crazy because Denise is kind of a wild card. Like, she's a little firecracker, a little stick of dynamite that will freaking like explode, and you know, all she needs is that one opening to get that knockout. So I think if Juliana, Juliana does have power, yes. She has accuracy, but I don't know if Denise can be knocked out. I mean, she's a freaking world champion kickboxer, has a chin, you know, she's been in many fights. I don't think she's ever been knocked out before, so I don't necessarily see a finish when it comes to striking. Denise's body is very seasoned for that, you know. So I honestly see it going to the judges. I think if Juliana plays a smart fight, like a safe, smart fight, I think she's gonna come away with the win. If it goes to the ground, that's where I'm like extra excited to see what happens, because these are two black belt judo women, judokas, who do have some nice ground game. So I'll be really excited to see that. But I think I honestly think it's gonna go to the judges' scorecard.
Well, I'm looking forward to the fight tomorrow. I'm looking forward to your comeback. Good luck with everything, and appreciate the time.
Thank you.